Dave, well, congrats on the win. A weird game, a lot of penalties, but you guys pulled through.
Yeah, I thought, it kind of speaks to the spirit of our team that whatever adversity gets thrown our way, we've got the so what attitude and we move forward into the next play and just play.
Yeah, you guys had a ton of adversity this year. In addition to injuries, you guys had to forfeit, your first 5 games.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that and how did the team respond? How did you break the news to them?
In a meeting, and it was one of the harder days I've had as a coach. We knew, that it was going to be painful, and it was painful. It was hard, but the kids' attitude was fantastic. The reality is that their mentality kept the adults involved afloat, because their mentality was, let's go out and let's play. What happens on the field is the most important.
Now, I'd heard that you guys had seen other teams do it, but there's been comments outside from opposing people saying, like, hey, Dave's our league rep, you should know. What's your response to that?
Well, whatever people want to think with regards to that, I didn't know, and the reality is, I knew the rule had been changed like 4 or 5 years ago, 2013 I think it was, and I thought that it allowed for it. And then when I see other teams using it, I go, oh, okay, that's rules change. And then I get constant marketing emails selling it. So that's my mistake. I should have gone to CCS. I should have gone to the rule book and checked through it and combed through it. I didn't do my homework, and that's on me. It was an honest mistake. But it was a mistake. Yeah. And
when people tell that to me, I said, well, I talked to Al after week 1, and he was open with it.
Yeah.
He wasn't hiding anything. So
you were down here. And we were calling. There was nothing that was attempting to hide. In our minds, we were attempting to go, oh, okay, here's the new technology that's being introduced. And, we've seen other teams use it. What a great way to get the call into the huddle, right? Yeah. Let's avoid delay of game penalties.
Yeah.
So, our mistake. We should have done more homework, and that's on me. That's my fault.
Well, with or without headsets, Stevie Marquis is running the show.
Yeah, and that's been true all during the year. Defensive calls have never gone in on that, and offensive calls went in on 4 games, right? And none of those 4 games were decided because of how we called the play. It's about the players that are on the field that are making it happen, and that's what the kids understand is they played hard on the field, and ultimately their actions that are there, that's their lasting legacy, right? Whatever mistakes the adults make, and I screwed up. I made a mistake.
Well, Stevie on Twitter said same thing. So what? We're going to bounce back. We're going to try and win out and get in there through the league title.
Yeah.
But today he had a big, nail in the coffin, so to speak, with that big, 60-something yard run. Spins off a tackle at the very end of it.
Yeah.
Can you talk about his athleticism?
I think he's underrated athletically because, he's not 6'2", and 225 or something, and he's someone who moves well in the pocket. I think that was the first sack of the year on him, and that's an underrated skill, just to be able to move in the pocket the way he does and get rid of the ball. And our offensive line's been pass blocking really well this season, so he's an underrated athlete to be sure.
Well, on your first opening drive, he throws a nice ball, leads Ty Martinez well right on the fingertips.
Yeah.
At midfield, and it goes for a 70-something yard score. But then you guys hang on until late second quarter to finally tack on another touchdown.
I think it was really hard. I don't know what our total penalties were, but
you guys had like 11 or 12 for about 80 yards or so, but at costly times. Always after a 20 or 30 yard gain
or a touchdown run. And that's what made it the most difficult. So, but again, these kids have taken every situation that's been thrown at them and the adversity that they've had, and they've been positive and they've fought hard. And so, I believe in these kids.
And then also, obviously, Markey runs for a score. Todd Glasky gets his 10th TD run of the year. And then Ty Martinez with the big catch. And then Andre Giordano had a nice touchdown reception.
Yeah. Andre, a lot of times because, there's Julian and Jacob and Ty, and they're producing offensively so well. He almost, gets lost in the mix sometimes, and he's a very good wide receiver. And I told you at the beginning of the year he was the JV MVP last year, and he's a very good football player. So, we trust him to make plays.
And how about with the return of Matt Stone, 2 interceptions?
That was great. I was so excited. He sprained his ankle after his first game, and he's been gone for a month. And
after the first game of the season?
His first game was the second game of the season.
Okay.
So he sprained his ankle after the first game. He had an interception and started in that game. So it was nice to get him back starting at corner. He's a huge part of our defense, and we're really happy to have him back.
Now moving ahead, you guys have St. Francis next week.
Yeah.
They seem like they're on all systems go.
Yeah, phenomenal offense.
Yeah, with that wing tee they're running.
Yeah.
How much of a challenge do they pose?
Huge. I was watching them last night. I went out down to Santa Cruz, and Andrew Seymour is a tremendous runner. And that whole offense just is a well-oiled machine. And speed huddle wing tee, very difficult to deal with. So we know we have our work cut out.
Are you surprised how well or how quickly they picked up that offense?
No, they've been running it for the last couple of years. They ran it last year as well.
Par Valley implemented it this year.
Yeah.
Everyone seems like everyone's running it now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Awesome. Well, I do appreciate it, and congrats on the win, and good luck next week.
Yeah. Thanks.